the ancient canopy of Hoenn, a vertical kingdom where life is measured by altitude. In the stillness of the early morning, a new heartbeat begins to stir. Sudden, decisive, Treecko enters the world, not with a cry, but with a burst of raw energy. Shaking off the last of its sanctuary, the cold air is its very first lesson. Microscopic hooks on its palms activate a clumsy accident now, but the key to mastering these heights later. This world is full of strange giants. Curiosity is an instinct, but it comes with risks. The hunter awakens. It does not know the technique yet, but its muscles remember the movements of its ancestors. However, nature does not forgive clumsiness. A single slip is the difference between a meal and hunger. Frustration sets in. That heavy tail is still a burden, not yet the weapon it will become. But it learns quickly. Patience is the predator's greatest virtue. Success. The strike is imperfect, but effective. The first meal is always the most memorable. It fuels the fire within. With a full belly comes the false sense of security. In the jungle, sleep is a luxury you cannot afford for long. Terror has a shape, and it arrives without a sound. The survivor, an apex predator of the undergrowth. The chase is on. Speed is not enough. To survive here, one must master the terrain. But the jungle has dead ends. Cornered, nowhere left to run. Death approaches in slow motion. This is the moment where most lives end. But instinct is a powerful weapon. A desperate counterattack. Chaos provides an exit. Size becomes the enemy of the hunter, and the savior of the hunted. Alive, scared, shaken. But alive, the boy is gone, the survivor remains. Time passes. The body reaches its limit. A biological trigger is pulled. Evolution is not magic. It is a violent, agonizing reconstruction of every single cell. Old scales are shed. Muscles tear and rebuild. The dinner writes itself in real time. From the small survivor rises a warrior. The anatomy shifts from flight to fight. A release of pure bioenergy. The old form is gone forever. Grovyle, faster, stronger, built for the canopy. No longer a child of the forest floor. Its voice commands the silence of the trees. The leaves on its wrists are not for decoration. They are sharper than steel, capable of slicing through the densest timber. For power must be tested. An old nightmare returns, but the prey has changed. The rivalry is ancient, coded into their very genes. This time, there is no running. Speed versus venom, agility versus brute force. The energy of the forest flows through it. Leaf blade a strike of pure chlorophyll plasma. The hierarchy is re-established. The predator has become the king of the canopy. But dominance is only a means to an end. The sun sets, marking the beginning of a new duty. Life is fragile. It requires a fortress. The warrior becomes the guardian. Watching, waiting, protecting the future. And so, the wheel turns. From the roots to the sky, the story of the forest never truly ends.